one hell of a bright matchup. I don't know where I'm going with that. It almost worked. Look, here we go. Team Spirit taking on Entropiq. The matchup we've been waiting for, Hugo. I know you're pretty keen for this one.
Yeah, big fan. Of course, Spirit, looking good to go straight to the major. This would be a confirmation of that. Getting through to the playoffs as well. Always feels good. 2 for the price of 1. Entropiq are fighting for their life in a very difficult group right now. Spirit have made that so. They've had extremely one-sided wins in this group already. Is this going to be the same, though? It might be their biggest challenge yet. In fact, it certainly is. So here we go. Entropiq field their first L today to Na'Vi, but you can't say they didn't give them a good run for the money. Mir, that tag actually gives a lot of info to Spirit. If they never shot them, Mir never would have known that it's a heavy monster taken, so they run back into B.
Yeah, trying to pad the site. Sunday Young misses the first opportunity, but him and Dexter still doing damage. Bring it into the 4-on-2 as Dexter goes back and drops out the monster hold. So this little B play is kind of grinded to a bit of an ugly halt. The bomb out in the open. The Glocks not in the open. And now they are in the open. It's all going wrong.
I think that round, it literally, great round for Dexter, comes down to me getting shot in the feet once.
Yeah, and then he goes, wait, hang on a moment.
Wait, they're in B. Because he checked Monster, he saw no one there. There was no one in the B bomb site. Then the info comes in. You see Sunday Young immediately crosses sandbags, and him and Mir are double facing into B. Yeah, Mir dies, but his team just move in and kill everyone. That's a real shame. That's a real shame for Entropiq, but Spirit starting strong is no surprise in this matchup.
Yeah, for Entropiq, who obviously, they want to kind of stake their claim on CIS Counter-Strike as well. Something that was said even in the interview to Sunday Young was like, they haven't quite crossed that barrier yet into like true tier 1 opposition where they're consistently here. It's all hinging on them actually winning this and bringing Team Spirit down to their level in the group, right? They would be both sat at 3-1 with Na'Vi up in first place, assuming they go on to win more matches. Safe assumption. I'm willing to...
Yeah, that's a fair call. The Spirit Na'Vi game, that's another spicy meatball.
You don't get spicier than that meatball, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a deletion.
Jesus, bro. For a brief moment, it looked like we were back in like 2015, like Tech9 just beamed the guy down and can't follow up. That's more like modern day Tech9 right there, the one that we know and love. 4 hits,
nothing, loses at range, more like it. But even so, even with that kill, got another man on the A side, you got flashes flying up from B. Chopper not peeking with them. He's got a nice position to get weird with it with his MP9. They want the peak. He won't give it to them, not till it's too late. They're up close, mowed down by Chopper, 2 kills. And the flank up long for Dexter did deal death to Elian, leaving Forrester a long way away. He's got a FAMAS, but he might even stick with the Deeg. But what do I know? Playing the range game, and that gun just sucks. Just nothing else to be said. Dexter shows how a real rifle rolls and finds that second round for Team Spirit.
You're saying the FAMAS is bad?
FAMAS is bad.
Yeah, all right. I'll let it slide this time.
Damn right you will. You know, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean you can't kill anyone with it. It's just bad in comparison to the other rifles.
Yeah. No, I'll give
Galil's better.
No, the Galil is way better. The Galil's sick. The Galil is awesome.
Galil's cracked, mate. 1,800 bucks, mate.
Galil's basically T-side M4 with more ammo.
Yeah, there you go. Buy now.
Are we selling you on Galil stocks? I do have to disclose I own 80% of Galil stock, but I don't. Other than that, I don't have a vested interest in your buying it.
It's coincidental.
Yeah.
Making money. MP9 fans, I'm one of them. Till the day I die. Me looking for the ace. Oh, denied. Nickel back, ruining lives, ruining.
Yeah, that's a win in and of itself.
Yeah. Ace denial.
You just denied the personal glory of one man.
Yep. But still, Spirit starting strong. Let's recap previous Spirit.
Sorry,
no, go ahead.
I was just going to say,
I'm sure you're going to say something way more important.
It definitely wasn't.
Go ahead,
so I was because now there's too much build up to it. Go on, Hugo.
What is it?
No, go on, man.
Let's save it for later. Recap the Spirit wins already, right? 3-0 in the group. They have managed to drop 11 rounds over 3 BO1s. That's 16-4-4-3. The 3 was against Akuma. Oh, sorry, Arve. 4 was against Akuma and Namiga.
Would you say you're Akuma?
No.
Wait.
Not at all.
Oh.
I'm going to leave it there. Forrester with a pick, he spams short, killing Mia. They ruined yet again, not once but twice. Orbs on either team. Oh, Deggy boy, backing up. Deggeroni. I like that on my pizza.
Yeah. It's like the vegan pepperoni. It's made out of...
Man flesh.
Yeah, you actually could eat a person and still be vegan.
Yeah, because it's about consent. And animals can't consent to be eaten.
Yeah.
But if I said, Harry, eat me.
Yeah, in the eyes of the law, no.
Veggie.
But in the eyes of morals, yes. And look at this, Lack.
Oh, morals for Lack.
His moral compass has directed him towards the toilets to put a bit of ownership on this A-bomb site. Now they pick up the pace, trying to move in. Team Spirit, they do have bodies here, but not incredibly well armed with the bonus round being run. Lackey's going to trade that out. Some Young. Oh, blindsided, baby. Lackey with the openers.
Ow.
And that's Entropiq finding their first. But it does come with that caveat that, you know, this was the bonus round. There was a little less riding on it for Team Spirit. The real test of their mettle is coming up in this follow-up round.
Magic's yet to frag, yet to see anyone in this game is going to give it a go, though. Look to take some guns out on the retreat. If he could remove some AKs, even grab one, that would be great news. Taking his time. They're still on default, though. The orb has his angle, but it's a very hard shot to hit. If he runs it, did he? Oh, I thought he saw that player. Maybe he was looking for a little bit more, but he could have taken a headshot onto Lackey. It was low. Either way, like you said, it was a bonus, and they can buy full, they can get the orb back, they can get most of what they want. Still a good start for Entropiq. Getting on the board early is important with some of the steamrolls we've seen from Spirit. They know the importance of this matchup. They know the reason to fight. And with their toughest game yet, they have had good warm-up matches, you could argue, with the bottom three teams of the group.
Yeah, I'm always in two minds about what's, like, better. You know, like, what order's better? Like, do you want to start with the... You know, like maybe have some of the tougher ones early on, so then you go, oh, well, don't worry, we have like the easier games coming up, or is it like you want to start off really, you know, start it hot?
I think that, yeah, surely to get the warm-up games in, right? Like we saw that for Namiga earlier when they, or yesterday was it, when they played.
Yeah,
Spirit,
really slow start, and then they pushed Na'Vi to their limits. Yeah, still lost, but
you know,
they looked good in that game. Yeah, and it's easier said than done beating Na'Vi on Nuke.
Hey, at least Namiga and Entropiq have that in common. 30-round losses versus Na'Vi on Nuke. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. All you're thinking about is that one round that you lost yourself. That could have made all the difference. Dexter doesn't want to lose a round, wants to win it single-handedly. He might not have a choice. The flash in his face, and he still hits the shot.
Oh yeah, traded after one though, and. Timings are weird here. Timings are plenty, but it's Forrester farming them up. Dealing with some Young and that AWP that was lost in the bathrooms. Molly will deny the bomb plant. Crad, stop it, you Mothman. It's like, but it's so bright. It's so tasty. Nope, not meant to be. A little 3-on-4 retake in at this A-bomb site. And really, it should just be a save. And it's looking like one. You know, Chopper, he can throw himself in if he wants. Chopper's his own man, but he's going to get out of there. He's going to save that 5-7 in armor.
Sounding a bit like Shaggy, you know, known from Shaggy and Scooby.
Shaggy and Scooby.
And the Mystery Machine.
And the Mystery Machine.
And all the others. Can you do a Shaggy impression? I know that's putting you on the spot. I've never heard one.
So off the top of my head, I don't even remember what he sounds like.
No, but you just sounded like him. My brain just went to Shaggy. I don't know.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, geez, Scoobs.
That was pretty good. That was me.
No, I haven't heard it in a decade, but...
What one says, Ro-Ro? That's Scooby, isn't it?
Yeah.
How was that? That was okay.
I think that was Velma, actually.
Velma, yes, famously her quote. Right.
Is it Jinkers? Is that what they say?
Oh, Jinkies, bro. How could Jinkers? What is that? That is the one.
No, but
it's like knockoff. You know, like you've gone to the market and you've bartered for a Scooby-Doo DVD, but it's like Scooby-Don't and it's Junkies.
Oh, Junkers, Scoobs. It's like the southern version. Yeah. Oh, goddamn, Scooby. We're really in a hot water this time.
Well, Forrester, he's trying to solve the mystery of this B-bomb site, trying to uncover how many players are here. And he does learn he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids at that M4.
Oh, Jinkers, Junkers, Scoobs. It's like the southern version. Yeah. Oh, goddamn, Scooby. We're really in a hot water this time. Well, Forrester, he's trying to solve the mystery of this B-bomb site, trying to uncover how many players are here. And he does learn he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids at that M4.
But that's an early man advantage taken in a low econ round for Team Spirit, Hugo.
What could go wrong, they say, with bated breath. Spirit with a rifle now to retrieve. They grab it. Oh, dirty. Nickelback is patient and it's paid off. See, that's why you don't want to hunt in a 5-on-4, but they felt the need to, still with limited weaponry and limited information. Which site is it? Well, it's already A. You just don't know about it. Chopper's tucked. They might go past him, but even so, Lackey is deep, and they spam out Chopper. They thought it was too good to be true, too clear, and they're laughing all the way to the bank. That's where Lackey is, right behind enemy lines, and even though Magix is in the site, Young spotted and dealt with as well. Magix is now carrying his back, but it's his front he's got to worry about, and worry he shall. 2 kills now in this A site in the favor of Spirit, and a 2-on-2. Magix waits, but he can't clean up Nickelback, and it's Dexter with the rifle, but no Kev.
Dude, this is chaotic. Dexter's going to try and make a play, and no, the AWP misses, luckily enough. Nickelback is good for the trade. It's scary when the AWP's the guy to make contact onto the unarmored player, right? Because if you miss that shot, you are screwed. Luckily enough, Nickelback, diligent as ever, is there to get it over the line. All things considered, when you think about what Team Spirit bought into that round, it's pretty impressive that they get it so close. Like, there were moments where that could have been theirs. And I love that they almost take the Gambit-esque approach to not respecting that dumpster smoke and barreling through, clearly taking some inspiration from other top CIS teams.
Yeah, but if you are at the Olympics and you try and do the high jump and you break the pole, you don't get a medal that says impressive, close. You have to actually get over the pole. So no prizes for second place. Spirit. Oh, dear, this is weird. Miz let them through. He pounces. He's apologizing to Chopper, but he's still got more to do before he does. And Forrester is going to stop him. They wait for the aggression, and they get delivered a gift or two. It's another easy free B round for Entropiq.
And this is already looking really good. Like, don't get me wrong, there's been a couple of blemishes to this one in terms of, like, the low econ round getting close, but, you still got the round on the board. Now you're up 4-3. Since the rifles have come out, they've been looking, chef's kiss, like, it's been looking real nice, real tidy. What are you doing? Here you go, you're smiling.
It's really wet, Harry.
What's wrong with that? Bit of wetness makes the world go round. And
yeah, water is the spice of life. Oh dear, Dexter. Org the Org. And the Org wins, we all knew. Gonna get out though. They're coming. Oh, they're coming. Forrester's running through toilet right now. Dexter could tuck here. And I think he should be good. He's got a nade and a molly.
Yeah, but...
Oh, nice read.
Forrester, you cheeky man. And that sucks for Dexter because he hears the dunk of it just hitting the ground and it's like, oh.
What can I do? Let's hope he has a bad throw.
Like a really limp wrist would have done it, but unfortunately, that save is denied. And Entropiq, man, this is impressive to get us going. This is them making a case for themselves in this group still. This matchup matters a hell of a lot if they want to stand a chance of getting out. After copping that out to Na'Vi, they want the win versus Spirit. The other guys up top of the group alongside Na'Vi right now.
Yeah, it would throw this entire group into a whirlwind, especially considering, spoiler alert, Na'Vi have just taken down Akuma. So that's put Na'Vi up in the hot seat, up 4-0. And so that would leave these teams level-headed with anyone's guess as to where this one's going. Entropiq, though, not done yet. Still got to deal with the pistols. Stacked towards B right now. There's a lot of noise being made on that A site in terms of utility. Spirit aren't moving, though. They are going to get aggressive towards Monster. Try and clear out this position. That may allow these early rotates, but it could be misinfo. Bomb is rerouting back through the T-spawn. Not the rotates, though. Spirit are going to get caught in the open. This might not go well for them at all. Chopper doesn't get behind cover in time, and Magix tries to help him out. Both will die. Spammed out. Yeah, he can smoke Monster, but all that's going to do is slow down the inevitable. Oh! Okay, wait a second. Surely not.
Oh no, it's spammed. Oh, yeah, Crad will chase that down. And now you uncover Miz at B. Well, you don't have to go B anymore, mate. You've got free real estate, and that's the best kind of real estate to have. They're going to go up in towards the A bomb site. Crowd already gave us a nice game today versus Na'Vi. He was one of the defining factors in that one, right? It was really him and Elian that we were looking to. Lackey had a great start to the game as well, if you remember. I like that we're already getting good mileage out of these guys. Nickelback as well, kind of slipped under the radar back on Nuke. I think he finished with 12 kills. Oh no, that was Forrester. I think Nickelback was just beneath him. But, you know, he started this one off strong. And this is an Entropiq looking to go the distance, looking to get their revenge after copping that L earlier on today. And this is in spite of, like, you know, a good look out of guys like Dexter, for example, right? It can always feel oppressive when Dexter's having a good game. I think that's when team spirit, you know, if him and Mir step up, that's where they look their scariest. And right now, we're getting the mileage out of Dexter. And yet still Entropiq are prepared to weather this storm and make it out the other side. Since the rifles have come out, they're still yet to lose a round.
Yeah, and even in some of these weird ecos as well, they have gotten a little bit uncomfortable, thinking back to that one rifle round that they make a 1v1. Almost closed by Dexter. Well, now he's at least got his AWP, and like you said, he's been having a good time at things today. So let's see if he can keep it up. Work cut out for him. Elian often slow to start on the T side of this map, but just you wait. Molly does get missed towards that short push, and so you got to be scared that CTs have taken space. It will slow down the take from Entropiq. They're lining up nades instead. Luckily, no one there. Still leading Triple B. Dexter sees nothing with the AWP on A. Going to set up in toilets with Sundar Young, and Entropiq still trying to regain that A control that they didn't start on. They've shown some face B, they've made some noise, and now they look elsewhere. But the reason this setup is good is you have to commit to find out about it. Now the smoke will cause some problems for Spirit. This will surely cost you a life going into toilets unless you're getting some godlike flash off. Elian's got something ready. And Dex has turned around with the AWP, playing those timings, scared about long. We've seen Entropiq creep through that position before. How good is the flash, though? Forces Dexter to back out, and they spam out Sundar Young. Nothing to do, full blind. Dexter, they know he's here now. Good luck, my friend.
Oh, yeah, I mean, even if you can land the no-scopes, right, you would need so many. They'd have to really balls that up to give you a chance. And Lackey with the entries, man. I'm having flashbacks to that Na'Vi game where he was just owning them at ramp. This time, though, he's on the T side and doming players on these entries. You try to rush that dumpster, Molly. You don't like what you see. And they're even hunting down the saving player of Magic's. Oh, Lackey's seen him. Lackey, come on now, leave Magic's alone. Oh. Instead, Forrester was hoping to be the man to steal it. All he's done is set Lackey up.
For the ace.
For the ace.
I could see you were straining your eyes there.
I thought he got all 5, but I didn't want to be like, yeah, man, nice. And then he didn't.
Yeah, Harry can't read or count, though. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
Numbers are still reading at the end of the day. Got to work out those symbols. Great round out of Lackey. These are clean shots as well. The third one coming up into the bomb site. Ooh, I guess it's the fourth in the round, but that's one way to do it. Entropiq really making Spirit work for this. Like, this is one of their go-to maps, but damn, even so.
The thing that's so insane is that, like, you know, as mentioned, the usual names that you might look to in like Crad and Elian to pop off, they haven't even had to do anything yet, mate. They've just kind of been like showing up to the rounds and going, oh, we're winning. I
even remember the, you know, Elian, we had a similar start from him. I think it was against Liquid, if I want to, maybe I'm wrong there, but it was their opener of groups in Pro League for Entropiq, and Elian was started on the T side of this map. He looked really poor. Then they swapped over, and they pulled this massive comeback with Elian at the forefront on this CT AWP. We know how good it can be on this map, as Dex is showing us, and that was a game that went all the way to 30 rounds. I think they still lost it, but it was the comeback was only there really because of Elian. So don't let the slow start hold you back. Elian is a beast.
Yeah, it's so kind of nuts as well within the context of this scoreline, because like Dexter is having this great game and is essentially on the AWPing front unopposed right now, right? And it just gives merit to how well these other guys are doing and stepping up for the squad to be at this scoreline. It's a terrifying looking Entropiq, not one that you would want to run into. Mid control taken. There's a hero AWP in this round over on Dexter. No surprises there, but it might get dodged altogether if Entropiq hit this B bomb site, which is certainly what this round is looking like.
Yeah, the info's here, though.
I was about to say, right, Chopper has pushed all the way down long. This could mean, depending on how quick Dexter wants to up and leave, you could have a 4-man stack in at B. But critically, Chopper hasn't gone around long. He's playing Rock, only now clearing it, and it's this late clear over at long that might leave the AWP out of the action if the B play comes in.
Oh, yeah, and Dexter's so scared of someone timing up toilets. In fact, he has reason to be. Look at this. Chopper's flanking a B play. It's now A. Oh, no, Dexter's just left the bomb site. What a fake out for Entropiq. They had 0 map control. This is a risky call. Dexter's getting back just in time, but the smoke makes him decide on which side to play of it. He gives it up with a kill as the flash comes in. But this is not a round where you're poised for a retake, not unless Dexter's fed 2 kills, and now you believe. Now you believe. Wallbang connects, and Dexter finishes the job. One more shot he can't find, and Lackey with another ace on his plate needed.
Yeah, oh my god, he's surrounded. Lackey can't find them. It's a damn good attempt at the round after what Dexter's just done to you. But in the end, Team Spirit, they finally come through with a victory. That's big for Spirit to finally put a stop to this 6 rounds of momentum that Entropiq have picked up, and it does come once again off of Dexter for the most part on this AWP. The hero gun in the round, topping the charts, and keeping Team Spirit in this one. We keep emphasizing the important from you know, Entropiq's point of view. For Team Spirit, this is essentially like major on the line, right? If they win this, they're out of groups, they're looking good, and that would give them enough points to secure a major slot. So there's a lot riding on this game right now.
Yeah, they've had a very easy time of things already so far. This is the most they've been challenged inside of the CIS RMR. 6 rounds. Spirit, no sleepers at this wheel. Great round out of Dexter and co. Even Mir found a Deegan there to make things weird for Entropiq. Talking of weird, Forrester, hello. Oh my goodness, he has slipped the net. They are watching, but Mir is not ready for that. Forrester, I think he saw another player, but he's not interested. He's sold enough to keep a player down at lower. AWP fires off on long. Backing up now is Dexter. 2-2 in terms of setup, and a re-smoke at the B site will hopefully keep Forrester back. Oh, don't know how nothing connected there. Look close. Like a Chopper's messing there a little bit. Smoke comes out on the molly.
This is a nice fake, though. You know, like you've just mollied the boost, and Forrester smoked it. Obviously, there's no one there to boost with him, and you would actually only really throw that if you're like in the process of assembling that tower. No. With the AWP shot missing, and Team Spirit really baited in by that smoke on the molly. They still had 2 down on B. They were split. Now Dexter's alone in the A-hole, but truthfully, it doesn't even have to be an A play. You still have some control at B. You've given it up now, so at this point, you are committed, and with that opener, with that entry out of Lackey, once again, doing the damage on these entries. This is done this round, at least. 7 on the board for Entropiq, and not a thing that Magix can do. He's even hunted down.
It's Magic's life right now. He's just getting locked out as a B anchor, and Entropiq are selling B fakes so well. Like, this is crazy for Forrester. I don't know how he even gets away with that. He hears the rotate up CT, and that's enough room for him to just grab Mia. Yeah, a couple of missed shots off of orbs, but really good flashbangs into the A site. It is constantly setting Lackey up for these multi-kill entry rounds. That's got to hurt there for Spirit. Entropiq bringing it all right now. Dexter's got another AWP. At least. And Elian's 1 on 5, but he's just really not been needed. This could be a good pick to find if he can get it, but Dexter dodges death, knows about the timings towards Playground and Party, and has to concede. Double con setup. Forrest is still selling the B pressure, keeping Spirit back. Not in con, not for now. Chopper pushes through with a double peek, taking down Crad. Now that does give you the room in middle to just walk past and go into the A site. We've been seeing a lot of those contact plays for Entropiq up into middle. And they know they've got Spirit locked in con. Forrester now has to walk to avoid giving them information. But they're just going to hit this A site. It's only Dexter here. Oh, not for long.
Bro, like the raw entry power that we're getting out of some of these guys, namely Lackey and Nickelback, man, it's just terrifying. You're trying to put a stop to these A plays. You're not even like getting crazy overzealous or anything. You're just playing the standard spots, and look at what they're doing to you. Nickelback's doubled up. And really, that should decide the outcome of the round once again, forcing yet another save out of Team Spirit. Once more, though, as with a lot of these rounds, Entropiq have been hunting you down. They've been trying to deny the saves.
Yeah, and, you know, right there, they spot the double con setup, and they just use that as, like, information to take the A site. They go, yeah, oh, your heavy con, we'll just molly it. We'll run A as quick as we can. One entry, and boom, we win the round, because you know they're going to be double B. You know they have to reinforce that lower site somewhat. And the conditioning is there for Spirit to now be, you know, gung-ho on these A rotates, and that's only going to come back to bite them if Entropiq start to actually throw B rounds in. Because think about some of these rounds where they're going 5 Monster, 5 B short, and they're still ending A with no map control. It's very risky. The one last round they did it was when Chopper full flanked Spawn from long. Just leaves you high and dry out of position. Man up meant nothing for Spirit when they lost the site. And Nickelback, you know, in-game leader of this team right now, calling a masterful game. This guy's got a bit of experience as well inside of the CIS team, CIS scene. He's been inside of teams like Prosto, who I'm sure you've heard of, have made plenty of, you know, minor runs in the past as well. You know, a team where a lot of the CIS talents we talk about today have come from players like Yakindar, for example, from VP, at once played in Prosto. So, yeah, that's where Nickelback spent a long time. For the rest of this roster, Crowd and Forrester have played together since 2016. Since their first official matches, they have been an inseparable duo. And they're supporting the backline right now. This is a great game out of Entropiq, and they're going to be very happy if they can keep this up.
Yeah, I mean, it's really starting to feel like the only hope for Team Spirit is that they have a banging T-side up their sleeve. I'm really struggling to see this getting turned around with how dominant these rounds have been.
Ooh. They have this molly.
Yeah, taking the peek out towards short. There's a guy in the smoke, but baited in, and Forrester gets the opener. Not what you wanted, not what you needed, and now Magix needs to have a bit of a mow-down moment from behind the barrels. Lackey, not good for the entry. Finally bested in a head-to-head, but Elian's there to trade, and Nickelback follows up. This guy's just saying, like, boys, follow me. I'll get us in there. I'll take us to the promised lands. Let's go.
Even there, man, like, it's obvious Mir's not ready for that player having crossed so deep into the get-right position, but Chopper had a Molotov in back graffiti. If he even just drops that, you know, you get the info, you clear out that player, you either force a smoke or you force him to swing. Regardless, you're going to get the information, and then Mir can make a better play, but he's trying to clear Lackey, and it's covered by the player on get-right. So, yeah, it's a real shame to see things like that not be accounted for. That being said, that T, I think it was Forrester, got there so damn quick, man. That's probably why Mir was never thinking about it. Dex is just saving his gun now, a faster B approach, and even with these exits, they mean nothing. We can have everyone throw their life just to take away one gun. It would mean so much for Entropiq. Couple of rounds left of the half. This doesn't matter. Don't worry that they're all dying. It's good for Spirit to keep guns, but Entropiq can afford that. 2 rounds left, they can buy. So it was always worth losing every player just for the prospect of taking one gun. Spirit will keep their AWP though, and that could have consequences.
You hope it could, because, like, you know, while the rest of Spirit are pretty quiet right now, one guy isn't. That guy's Dexter. But it feels like he's always caught away from the action, right? Or maybe getting removed early on. If we can get him in these late round scenarios, that is really where this AWP can shine, but he needs to be in the right place as well to put it to use. I think about the round where the hero AWP was in play and they went to his bomb site. Well, mate, damn near single-handedly, he won that round. You could still salvage a 6-9 half here. And all in all, you know, that would be commendable for Team Spirit, considering they've had 1 rifle round since the guns came out. So someone's got to step up. It can't just be the Dexter show. Dayoung this time isn't playing so aggro in toilets. He's got caught on a lot of awkward timings over here. He's playing a position where he can get out of there, where he can fall back. Because thus far, this has felt a little too free. He's even got Dexter nearby to try and trade it out. So Dayoung falls, but that's where Dexter is able to respond. But he is getting wrapped through the toilets. How many can Dexter take with him? The answer is 2, and Chopper comes in to help out up at the A bomb site. It's not over yet with Magix in the back line. He is going to snuff out Forrester. And so Elian, who's had a free ride in this game so far, has now got to attempt a 1-on-3.
They've got to pay your cab fare, mate. 1v3, and one of the last of the half, he could just get peeked at Dumpster. He may be very deep, but that bomb, I mean, if you're not playing for it, you're going to lose the round, and Chopper will confirm that fact. He will make sure of it. Free AWP, take him right back. And Spirit looking for 6 at the end of the half. It's not the end of the world. Still a recoverable game, always is, but we're seeing Entropiq's best map be played, and all the more reason for it. I'm very surprised that Spirit removed Nuke in this veto anyway, given, you know, their runs on that map. Obviously, Entropiq did take Na'Vi the distance themselves. Maybe Spirit don't want to show too much to Na'Vi, knowing that game is important as well. Maybe they had overconfidence in their overpass after destroying Arve on it, but right now, Entropiq, you can see why it's their home map. Limb from Limb. Spirit looking for their 6th. Jump, got to be careful. Krad's looking for that kill. Nickelback has had this before. Oh, Krad looks away, and they look like they want to go for the boost, but instead it's a monster smoke. Spirit ready for an execute, but in no hurry are Entropiq. Looking for a pick instead. Bomb still back in spawn. Lackey's lurking middle. Some nades getting missed today, but they'll finally go in. That's not going to force anyone in Elian's line of sight. He's just desperately hoping someone makes that mistake. A little jiggle can cost them a life.
Yeah, the thing that's been so interesting is, like, for Entropiq, there's not been any, like, huge, grandiose, massive brain strategy. It's been a lot of just brute force with the fundamentals in play, you know, like setting each other up. Oh, finally Sumdayoung actually hits the timing. I've started to feel bad for the guy with his time in toilets, right? It feels like he's just destined to get shot in the back of the head. So finally he's on the right side of the stopwatch. He hits the timing. What's the response now from Entropiq? Another Molotov in towards B. They've mollied the barrels. This is like the 3rd Molotov they've thrown into this position. And it's kept 3 players at this B bomb site. The bomb's gone back up towards A.
Did he see him?
I don't think he did.
Oh,
Sumdayoung, you know, you hit one good timing, but then you
lose another.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Nickelback moving in. The bomb on his back. He's going to get that down. It's a 3-on-3 post plant. On truck, not ideal for the toilet player that's hanging around. I've seen so many truck plants go pear-shaped if it comes down to that toilet guy being the one to clutch. So we need the first 2 incumbents in the site in Nickelback and Krad to hold the 4.
Oh, good spot though for Nickelback. Will they clear it? The flash is in. Nickelback fires off. He needs 2 though. He's dead. Magic's not going to get traded. Elian's not given the chance, so they can just get on the bomb right now. Left side peek. Elian looking the wrong way. He's been given another shot, but he won't connect it. And it's Magic's to close, giving Dexter the defuse. Spirit hold on just about with 6 rounds on the half, but it will be no easy feat to pull this comeback on Entropiq's map of Overpass.
Hey Future Pros, over on Overpass today, to show y'all a smoke I saw Furia throw to help get out of the monster position on B. To throw the smoke, get your back against the ladder. Aim where the line meets the base of the arrow. Then walk forward and jump through the smoke once you get to the middle line of the A. Then optionally, you can throw some deep flashes over monster as shown. This smoke makes pushing at a monster a bit less scary as you can play around it and get a bit of a one-way to clear out a lot of close angles. You can also boost over it if you're feeling extra spicy. Good luck and Rash B.
They're looking at us, an audience.
Well, on one side, smelling a bit like Team Spirit, but not entirely a Nirvana story. We also got to focus on Nickelback, and, you know, it was the bottom of the 9. It's clubs they were used to not getting into. They didn't think they were ever going to win this, but now look at how things are going, Hugo. 9-6 at the end of that first half of play. Yeah, the last round gets a little bit fumbled with the truck plant, but it's fine. You know, they can put that behind them. A pistol around here would propel them, Jesus, that's a lot of Ps, into a really good spot.
Sure, for Nickelback, that plant didn't turn out quite the way he wanted it to be.
No.
So we'll tell you what he needs. He needs a brand new pistol with a 10-round half. And he's going to find it and connect a couple of kills in the favor of Entropiq. You could cut and try. You could leave while you're ahead, but instead you'll just dig yourself further deeper. Crad. Now he's going to dodge death. Now he's going to retreat to the bomb site, play the man up 3-on-2. Better than 4v3, you could say. But you're also split more thin. Squeeze through the hole in the wall and back down to B. Team Spirit will go there. Lackey, it's all about timing now. Will he spot them from short?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when Mir was here, he got a little warning shot. And no, that's one way to warning shot someone, is the warning shot. Blow them away. That's your warning. Crad hidden in the site, tucked himself in. Dexter wasn't ready, had already written off that position. Magix has now got to clutch this out. It's Elliot, the guy who's just been along for the ride. If there ever was a time for him to win the round, it's now, but he can't. And so at what point do we say, yeah, we know Elliot normally comes alive on the CT side. Are we willing to give him that benefit of the doubt?
Okay, look,
or is he having a bit of a mare?
We can play both sides so that we will always come out on top, Harry. What we do here is we say, Elian's having a stinker. He absolutely is, but there's always time for recovery. And if it was going to happen, okay, that's not the greatest hype for Elian, but wait till he's got one of these scouts, one of these AWPs. In fact, it's already out right in our face, so let's see. But if it's a B-rush, well, Elian, good luck, my friend. You're going to get nothing of the sort. No involvement into this round, which only digs you further in the hole, Harry. Oh, nades on the jump. Oh, they miss. Luckily enough for Nickelback. Magix's contact out. They have nades. They have no idea until it's too little too late. Magix doubles up. And this guy on B entries can be beastly at best. Only one more man left in B, and he's trapped graffiti side. Forrester, spray can in hand. But yeah, this is, I mean, this isn't Elian's fault, I would say at this point. This round isn't. But it's not going to get any better.
No, what it does mean, though, is that this game gets a hell of a lot more competitive now, right? Like with Team Spirit finding a bit of footing, digging themselves out of a potential of this going, you know, 12-6. And actually, you know, bringing the game to parity and tying it all up, this is going to make it a lot more exciting. But it also means that we need more from some of these quieter players on Entropiq. You know, it was all well and good when you were winning. It didn't matter at all. No one would have batted an eyelid because, you know, you had guys like Lackey, like Nickelback to open up rounds, Forrester to go on and close them out. And it wasn't really apparent that you had players falling silent. Well, they haven't had a first half to warm up. They haven't really had many opportunities. So we need that to happen here in the second. Same can be said for virtually the whole of Team Spirit, right? Like, it was largely only Dexter in that first half. Magix has gone on to recover this well. And now Mir, I'm hoping the T side as well, we can see him activate and switch on a little bit more.
A lot faster rounds here, but could this be to their detriment? Entropiq a 5-man stack lower. They seem to have a read and they seem to have read right. They've done their homework. Some die young, out monster. No one's watching though. Everyone's looking at short. Even the pillar player is in the wrong position. Lackey does trade, and the trades are very weird indeed. Spirit could just bail now. They could reset, or at least go quiet and make Entropiq think you're doing that. But Heaven Smoke on the fly, and that makes you reconsider if you're Entropiq. Lackey still with the USP. Not the gun you want to hold the site. Maybe Elian can help out. Scout fires off. Now you know there's a couple men still here. Spirit are going to commit nonetheless.
This is still extremely worrisome. Like, this was meant to be your free round. This is meant to be the one where you go, 9 on the board, nice and easy, but Lackey, oh my goodness.
Magix
playing with smoke, playing with fire. Lackey waiting patiently on the fade. And, oh no! Elian gets one, and there's damage done to Magic, so this scout to him is going to hit like an AWP, but unfortunately it's Mir to take the contact.
You got to hit him at the end of the day. You got to connect this shot. That hurts. Nice try again, like full eco almost, you know, save guns.
Yeah, you
USB.
get it down to a 3-on-3, and you know, at one point even the 2-on-2 for like a brief second.
But now you got to make this round happen. You got to get your gun on the board. Oh, that's so
I mean, that said, you know, like because you know we're hyping this up. It's like, oh yeah, 9-9. But something to remember was Team Spirit won the pistol, the conversions in the first half, and then proceeded to lose damn near every single rifle round that was played. So, you know, this is like the real test. I would say more so for Spirit in this position.
I could see that, yeah. 4 on B, though. Entropiq continue to read, and they read well.
Jeez,
oh, it's the double boost for Monster, but is it going to get anyone? Dexter's late at least. Maybe it can catch him. He's just getting into position. Look at the angle the Forester has. Oh, but he's dropped from the bottom. Some Die Young with a double. That's one way to do it. Both headshots, baby. Into B we go. There's still a bit of a stack going on here, and they're segregated one by one, separated. Finally, mere trades. That will keep Spirit up, but not out of the woods as they actually decide to get out of there. It's a good call. You know, at this point, both players are there for Entropiq.
Because so far, every time you thought, oh, well, B must be empty now, you know, you've walked into even more names, even more bodies, and so they're going to give a bit of pause now, a bit of time for...
Just the mental reset.
Yeah, no, and it is, you know, like you're trying to get in the head of them. You're trying to make Entropiq outbrain themselves and go, well, it's gone very quiet at B, so maybe it's A. Smoke going up and over, not going to cut the vision of Elian off. He's already down, posted at Graffiti, holding for a short cross that Mir could offer up.
Yeah, but will they cross that monster and just try and stick the plant? They've got the bomb site. They don't need to take water. They just need to cover for bomb, and that molly will do exactly that. Oh, if you fired, it would have been something. The flick won't connect, and Elian might have to give it up. Not the sentence you want to say. But Spirit are hunting for that gun. And they're coming in from above. This is such a quick assemble of that boost. Elian's dead, mate. Elian is not keeping his gun. Sorry to break it to you. Hello. Jump scare time. Whoop. Okay, now we say...
Okay. This is it. This is when it crosses.
Well, I mean, like, there's still a lot of rounds left in this game, potentially. Here's the thing, Harry. Elian's not hitting anything. And that's not a good sign. This guy's usually the hard carry for the team on a good day. But that, yeah, that's a sign of the times, man. 3-11. Sheesh.
Yeah, and the problem is only compounded by, as we've been kind of giving him credit for throughout the entire thing, Dexter's having a whale of a time on the other side. So it's like, on one side of things, you've got, in the first half, the AWP was the only thing that could do anything for Spirit, and he's now keeping that streak going in the second half. And for Entropiq, you had an AWP that didn't need to do anything in the first half, but now it does. And that is a big old difference.
Now, if you don't think Spirit have been B-rushing enough for this T side, the P90 does scream a bit of an RU classic. It does scream like another rush is going to come in. And I see a couple of nades here. What we sometimes see is players, you know, either trying to stop bomb plants or maybe playing back in water and dunking them on Monster on XX. Maybe Entropiq are going to do that. They are heavy B again. Why wouldn't they be? It's just been B rushes. We're not going to stop until you stop us. So can they stop the molly for some Die Young? Because he is out and about. Forrester with a tap. Gets it done blind. Everyone's blind for that fact. Forrester's somehow gotten 2 kills, make it a third. AK retrieved. He's looking for the ace, and he might just find it. Bomb is out. That's one way to stop a B play.
Yeah, the nades were nothing more than just like a bit of a tease. They didn't actually do anything. It's the 5-7 of Forrester that lights them up. 4 in the round and on for all 5, but Crad can't let him be happy for even a moment. It's 10 on the board for Entropiq. They tie it up. They stop the B-rush. But one thing's for certain now, Spirit are going to go, well, you know, they've clearly realized our master game plan. You know, they've clearly cottoned on to the constant. Also, Mir was like comically blind.
Yeah, that was good.
Look, like, you remember that clip where, what Gambit player was it that had his, like screen turn off or
Almazer on 4s.
That was Almazer on 4s, not Gambit. Fuck that. But yeah, man. So his monitor turns off and he's like running around. That's what Mir looks like. They're hopping about, shooting the gun just as a decoy.
Yes, indeed. And I mean, yeah, I said it right before that round. We're going to keep doing it until you stop us. And well, that's finally happened, Harry. As you said, the B rushes are over. Still looking like a B default. AWP is outside looking for...
I mean, the ultimate mind game is...
The B-rush again?
There's no way they go B again.
That is... no, that's a no. I'm vetoing that decision. And luckily, Spirit seemed to think the same.
Did they? Let's see, Hugo.
Yeah, they can go B, but they won't run out Monster with a P90.
Oh no, I mean, well, that part's fair enough. I thought that was implied.
Yeah, of course he did. Nickelback now on the top. Flashes behind him, though. It still doesn't matter. Mir gets the shot. Okay. Rotate for Elian down lower. Krad's flanking the con play. Could catch Magix with his back turned. Krad's just going to wait. Okay, I like this. You know, he knows they could be holding him, even though they're not. He's just going to wait to activate when the B commit comes in. You know they've been very quiet on this A site. So if Magix, shuts the door, Krad could even activate. He could think about it. Elian's got the AWP on B. This could be his round, but I've said that a few times and I've let you down.
Oh, Forrester with the opener, and it's a bit of a bait and switch. Lackey playing anti-flash. Elian's kill gets stripped away from him. Now he needs this one, and he'll nail that. At least that's the bomb court crossing. He knows now there's a player at short. He's got to go. No choice but to fight forward, and there's the M4 to silence him. So Entropiq retake the lead, and they finally start to get this B bomb site under control. This is going to pose a bit of an interesting question to Team Spirit. What do you do now that these B plays that were working so well are finally getting repelled by the CT squad?
Well, on the bright side, you haven't really shown anything, right? You can go back to more default rounds. You can, clear con. You can go for A executes, right? Because think about Entropiq's T side. A lot of that was just, oh, they're in con. Let's just walk up toilets and just pop into A. Entropiq now have a bit of a fight in them to take space in middle. They go aggressive in front of that Molotov, but they see nothing. That's because Chopper's already crossed out playground. Not going to get his dig off, though. Elian AWPing long. Now, he has to win this one. Okay. Giving it up is fine as well, but you are sort of trapped here. You've got to fight for one position. Luckily, he's got teamwork, teammate coming in to help. Elian, oh, that's a sitter. Pistols out. He does win the fight. One more for Elian. And the confidence-boosting kills are a necessity at this point in the game. Looking like a 12-10. Entropiq holding on. And all of this, screaming the Entropiq CT side. Ever since, like you said, after that first half, Spirit, they may have converted their pistols, but then it got weird and wacky with the rifles. Same thing seems to be happening here, Harry.
And it's all ignited off of repelling that B play with the 5.7s. Team Spirit tried to throw them a disrespect round. Well, actually, it's pumped up Entropiq, and it's really kind of changed the nature of this game. It's Team Spirit, once again, being asked to dig deep. And the scary part is, with each round that passes, with each couple of chances that Elian gets, he's slowly but surely forming back into the player that we know him as. And so if it gets to the point where he's then activated, you've been struggling in what's felt like a 5-on-4. If the AWP starts to show up as well, it's only going to get harder. Once again, they're going back towards B.
Ooh, no one's here. They're at Monster. Oh, Lackey's blind. Does not matter. Pistol out, trying to finish the job. It's Forrester to help him, and Forrester actually falls, dies. Hamata for Lackey. Essentially 1v3 at this B site. They wrap him. They're out short already, and he had no cover. That was a weird start to the round as well. Nickelback cleared connector, but because he pre-fired with the MP9, he didn't want to go up the ladder because they did hear him. They just ignored it, though. Forced Elian to rotate all the way up through A, and Krad caught on the flank. Chopper heard him drop, and now he can bail. Bomb is committing, but he's fake death cam out. That makes you double back. That makes you question if you are Entropiq, and I like how quiet, how cold Spirit have gone in this round. Even though they're deep into B, they know this retake's coming, they can hear it. Mir's gonna drop both players, and that's a freebie for Spirit. Feels good for Mir. Maybe an AWP if you can find it in the water, but it doesn't seem like they want it. Keeping on the AKs for now. Good recovery out of Spirit, considering Lackey and Forrester held on well to the monster play for a change. And Entropiq were never ready for a man that deep.
And I mean, like, as we've kind of highlighted the importance of this game, man, I really want to drive it home, like for Spirit, this is for them to try and get out the group, and in doing so, would look to solidify a spot at the major at like a bare minimum, regardless of how they're doing. So, and likewise for Entropiq, it's them trying to still have a chance to get out the group in the first place, right?
Now you're going to probably rotate A. If you've just done that boost and you see nothing water and nothing monster, even though the bomb is there, we're going to see some rotates back up. Krad's moved into the top site. We're trying different boosts at B. Doors going off for even more information. Alien hard shot to hit here, especially if they flash this corner, and oh, it's so close. Mir's up further than that con player, but Alien's ready for the possibility. Even a third rotate coming A, because again, you've seen nothing on this lower site. Samdayoung's still outside B with Util, getting dumped now towards short and the bomb, but he might just grab the bomb and join his team A. They don't have real estate B. The fact that they're throwing all this Util shows they're trying to fake out Entropiq, get Util out, keep players lower. But Entropiq smartly have not fallen for this. They're still set up on this top site. Reaggressing as Alien, a must-hit shot found, and his teammate smoking off his toilets lets him get back safely.
I mean, this bomb's feeling like a brave new world for Team Spirit, right? They're moving on up. Rotations being called for, and Entropiq are all in on the rotates, but everyone is coming up. Everyone's down to Clown. There's 14 seconds left. Players getting stuck on each other. They just need to slow down the push, and Nickelback has applied the brakes. Dexter's brushed aside. Nickelback and Forrester put up 13 for Entropiq.
Right.
And it's the last second site take that comes back to hurt Team Spirit. They didn't really have any other options. They were dead set on A. The call was made as well, right? You saw that as we got to like the kind of 20-second mark, the entire rotation from B was called for. Perfect timing on that. And it just meant that you had so many bodies in the site, in a site where you have to rush a bomb plant, that round was really undoable. Unless you have one of those whirlwind moments where you get like 4 kills in a second, it wasn't happening. And so now the money is gone, up against 13.
What? Yeah, and even that's massive info, right? You're on an eco, you're not meant to win this round, but you're going for the triple nades. Spirit are now Entropiq now calming that Spirit are all B, or at least the majority of them. Forrester gets aggressive. He turned from the nade thinking it was a flash, and now Forrester just cleans house. The feds are here. Dagster deep in the con. And this is not meant to be. It's looking like a clean 14th found for Entropiq. This is a perfect recovery in the CT side. The same kind of thing to what we saw in that first half. Pistol and conversions may give you a lot of confidence, but ever since that P90 rush out B and they got mauled by Forrester's 5-7, it's been all Entropiq with only 1 round for Spirit. Still one more proper shot and a pause before we make it happen. Dexter can get the orb. And it would be nice to see more of a default round, because it did almost work for Spirit in that previous gun round where they took A. The only problem was, like, at a certain point when they were hitting it, when Alien got that pick, there were only 2 on A, Alien and Krad, and Nickelback had just dropped lower, and he was even playing graffiti, so he was super far out of position, not even on a heaven rotate. But then Spirit go cold, they go quiet after they lose that man in toilets. I think it was Mir to Alien. Scared away from the orb, and that gives so much time for everyone to stack up, get double behind the truck, and get ready for that take. I don't know, I kind of liked Entropiq's T-sides when they were just more contact towards A with less execute utility, just getting dry entries. Obviously hard V and orb, but Alien's not exactly been the shining star of this game.
No, right, and I would like to see that exploited a little bit more, right? Like, you know he's having a rough time, and so as a result, at least taking middle away is something you can maybe look to do a little sooner, right? And force some of these rotations, because it's felt a little... Oh, that's nice from there, that's nice.
Who needs nades?
But, you know, it's felt a little all too easy, as you've seen from the speed of these rotations, for Entropiq to piece together what's happening long before the hits are coming in. And, you know, in a round like this would be like a perfect time to maybe flex some of this mid-control. They actually move away from it entirely, maybe looking to just get the better of that opener and strike while the iron is hot down towards B. But once again, you know, it's still got 3 players here. Entropiq are going, well, you know, we haven't seen anything at A, we haven't heard anything middle. They just got the B pick, and they love the B rushes, so they've stacked this site heavy. Nickelback holding the line, re-smoking Monster. They're going through, but they don't get... Oh, my God! Crack comes in to bail them out, and Nickelback's there to shut down Dexter. That is a disaster of a monster rush for Team Spirit. They caught both players reloading.
Yeah.
Crad comes in from the sidelines. Like, don't worry, boys. Full magazine, hot off the presses, and puts 15 on the board for Entropiq.
His iron was burning, Harry. I don't know. It's left a print on the face of Spirit like it's Home Alone all over again. That's unreal. Both players absolutely waste their mags at Monster. Even Nickelback, who's close, and Anti-Flash keeps spraying. And like, don't get me wrong, the reason they're spraying is they're expecting better spacing from Spirit. It wasn't perfect after the first 2 men went through, but then, you know, you're expecting something to come through for Spirit. 2 ammo-less players, and like you said,
Oh yeah, it looked like Mid was just about to get them both. Like, it looked like they were both dead.
Brad's the hero right there. He's kept this game going. Elian eats a nade in middle.
I can't believe Elian's gotten away with having a game like this where, like, you are just really struggling.
Go long or something.
And he's just going, well, thank God they don't keep coming to me.
Yeah, I don't. It's the game plan that is just to abuse this B bomb site, and Entropiq have been ready there all game long. Spirit may have been baited in by those like early 4 rounds that worked so well on lower, but they have not really tried out Toilet's executes. And, like, don't get me wrong, they're getting picks. They keep getting opening kills and 5-on-4s towards B. I'd love to see the 4-on-5 stat on wins for Entropiq in this map, because it feels like Spirit have had a lot of opening kills on B, and they've just not been converting the rounds. But, yeah, we haven't really seen these A-takes, these executes that Entropiq, or not even executes, but just A-pops that Entropiq got away with so often in that first half.
As you say, man, like, because the success has been there in the opening duels at B, I was really hoping in that last round there would be a period where they slowed it down, faked A out a little bit, because right now, you know, the AWP is something that can anchor this A bomb site anyway. And so, you know, it's very, very comfortable for Elian to just sit here playing for info, essentially.
Yeah.
And if he needs to, call, oh, well, I see someone. Can someone come and help? Yeah. And, you know, like, you're not ever drawing those rotations out of Entropiq. Wherever you're showing your hand is where you are looking to end. And it's making it so easy for them to outmaneuver you, outposition you. And this is going to be the game stripped away. Dexter and Some Die Young in a 2-on-4. There's no way back in. Surely Krad's gone and dropped the bomb. 9 seconds. Dexter's out of time. And Spirit are out of chances. Entropiq